Okay, so me and my friend, a platonic homeboy, we went somewhere last night and we had to get out the car like 3 times. Okay, and he didn't open my door not a single time. So I let it go by a couple times, and then I said, now that's your third time not opening my door. And he was like, well, I feel like that's romantic. And I said, wait, wait, this is a common courtesy, okay? I know we just boys, okay? I know we just boys, but I am still, okay? Treat me like a lady. Disregard the mustache and the whiskers down here, okay?
Why was she expecting her homie to act as if he was her boyfriend?
I am very much still a feminine woman. Open my door. Open my door. Am I tripping? Bro, open my door, bro. What y'all think?
When I am in the friend zone, you don't get girlfriend or wife privileges. Why is it so difficult for women to accept? If y'all are just boys, why does he have to open the door for you? Last I checked, I don't open the door for my boy. You one of the homies. We don't open doors for the homies. Ladies, you can't expect a man to treat you like a girlfriend or wife if he's just a friend. If the roles were reversed, and he expects her to treat him as her husband or boyfriend when they're just friends, she would look at him like he's crazy. If you are not my woman or wife, I'm not opening your door. The biggest problem is guys let themselves be in the friend zone. If it doesn't work out, bye. This is a perfect example of someone wanting the benefits of being a girlfriend even when she is not ready to commit to that role, and this might be a reason why it's not working. Modern women like to build the friend zone spot because it allows them to receive free attention and validation. In this situation, it seems like she is a bit confused, as she no longer recognizes the boundaries that come with being just a friend. The most interesting part is her sense of entitlement to these benefits. She believes it's his responsibility to do these things, even though he's not getting anything of equal value in return. I think that this is a key point she needs to consider. He made a smart move by stepping back and refusing to play the boyfriend role. His action sends a clear message that he's no longer willing to participate in this one-sided dynamic. He realized that he was not benefiting much from it, so now the ball is in her side to decide if she wants to upgrade his status or keep it as it is, but don't expect much from him. In the future, if she wants gestures like having doors held open, she should go out with her boyfriend instead. He's the one from whom she should expect those gestures.
Gentlemen, don't be this guy. Check this out. To the man who sat patiently in the friend zone for over 25 years, waiting for me to see that he was the one I was looking for all along. The man that redefined love and true happiness for me, and I could not love him more. Happy 1-year anniversary, babe. Listen, let me tell you something. This is diabolical work. This is the most felonious and treacherous work that I've seen today on TikTok. I know I'm gonna see something worse, but let me break this down to you. For 25 years.
This guy became the president of the friend zone, and I don't think we will find another person to take his position anytime soon.
She wanted someone who did not want her, or a number of people who did not want her. Then Father Tom came a-knocking. Hey, Kimberly, you're getting older. It's almost over for you. And she said, let me see who's in the friend zone. Oh, you come on. And she chose this guy who's been simping out for over 2 decades.
Bro got in a friend zone before I was born. Friend zone final boss. Bro been in the friend zone since 1999. Simp of the decade. It took my guy 10 years to get me, now we are married. I'm sure he was doing his own thing. Not just sitting around waiting on her.
Finish what you started. Okay? I know it's getting tough. You're tired. It feels impossible. It's getting harder. But finish what you started.
Don't forget to check our self-development section at the end of each video.
One thing we have to acknowledge is that we finally have a true winner. This guy wasn't just in the friend zone, he became the friend zone itself and established himself in that spot wearing the crown like a real champion. This is a classic example of what to avoid when it comes to this matter. Even though some guys succeeded by using this strategy, it's crucial to set boundaries so you know when to get out. Some guys might stay in that spot for a week, others for a month, and a few might even hold on for a year or two, but this guy has taken the crown and set a new record. It's unlikely we will find another guy willing to stay in that position as long as he did. He might not realize it, but while he stayed in the friend zone for all that time, many other guys were out there living their lives. Some of them even became fathers during that period. It's almost like he was in the friend zone before some dads were even born, and that's definitely something worth studying. Playing the long game can work sometimes, but sticking around that long is definitely too much. This kind of situation should be avoided. There is no need to invest so much time and resources into someone who keeps you on the sidelines as their plan Z. Instead, shift your focus to another person who genuinely values your presence and sees you as their first choice.
I've always wondered what it would be like to have a male friend that's strictly just, a friend like I can come to, I can chill, because I've actually never had that. I'm 30 years old and I've never actually had a male friend. And not to sound like big-headed or anything, but it's like, anytime I do try to make a male friend, there's always some ulterior motive or underlying intention. Like, even when I'm like, oh, you're a cool guy, like, let's be friends. And he's like, no, I don't do female friends. Like this and that. And I'm thinking, what? Like, what?
Guys are getting wiser when it comes to this subject, and that's why she decided to make a video about it. We are no longer willing to be the backup plan.
Even like to just sit down and talk and like get a male's perspective, like I have to go to my brothers or family for that. Like, I haven't got a male friend that I can call and he's like, oh yeah, like I see where you're coming from, like you should handle it like this, or like, oh, I can come to and rant about my boyfriend or something like that, and he's not taking it as, oh yeah, I'm trying to get her, so I'm waiting in the wings and all of this shit. I'm just like, and I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I do get jealous when I see like, male friends like take their female friends out and they're just strictly platonic, like they're having a good time, their vibes in.
They are very rare. I'm so thankful for my male bestie. Get a boyfriend to be your male friend, because when you have notified, you will put your man first and your male friend second because of your emotions. Same. It seems impossible. I'm 32 and still don't have a male friend. I really want one. It only works when you're not attracted to each other. She needs to realize that guys are becoming more aware when it comes to these subjects, and that's why we are not willing to put ourselves in that position. We know that being in the friend zone doesn't offer much in return, so why would anyone enter into a situation where the benefits are completely one-sided? It was interesting when she acted surprised when they told her they were not looking for female friends. But was she expecting them to be happy with being a backup plan? There is nothing appealing about that role for most of us, and this is exactly why we are losing interest. We all know if the roles were reversed, she certainly wouldn't find that arrangement appealing either. As she pointed out, the best place to get a male perspective on certain topics is from her relatives. They're well suited for that role, not a guy stuck in the friend zone. Expecting someone to be content with such an unbalanced dynamic no longer makes sense, especially when there's little to gain from it. We are opting out of this role. We are looking for relationships that will offer us mutual support rather than being someone else's backup plan.
When I friend zone boys, they move on, and I become deeply obsessed with them.
It's quite common for many women who place guys in that spot to suddenly develop romantic feelings for them, especially when they move on. This is a reality that many guys stuck in that corner don't realize, and it happens more often than they think. So for those wanting to get out of it, starting to date someone new can be a turning point, because the moment she sees you with another person, she may become jealous, and it can trigger another feeling. The thought of losing his attention can make her rethink his potential as a partner, even though she may have overlooked him before. Actually, this type of situation highlights how most women end up missing out on a good guy who could have been a wonderful partner. Rather than recognizing what was right in front of them, they often focus their energy on pursuing Chad, who probably might be more exciting but not necessarily looking for anything serious. Dating someone else can change how she sees him, but it's also a reminder that failing to appreciate what's already there can lead to missed opportunities.
Welcome to our self-development section. Today we have another great lesson. We will talk about a very important fact. I also used to be trapped by it, which is the habit of never finishing what I have started. This is also the reason some of us didn't accomplish our goals. From the moment I realized it, I changed my approach and always finished everything I started. And this is when I saw changes and many successes.
Finish what you started. Okay? I know it's getting tough. You're tired. It feels impossible. It's getting harder. But finish what you started. Don't forget why you even started in the first place. But you must finish what you started. Everybody said you wouldn't finish. Everybody counted you out. Don't you dare prove them right. Here, finish what you started. Don't give up on yourself. You can do it.
I know most of us were in a situation where we didn't finish what we had started, and that is the reason we weren't able to see what was on the other side. That was the reason we weren't able to reap the reward of all the effort and energy we have deposited on it so far. So to avoid it, we need to go all the way through. We need to take it from the start to the end. This is the only way to go about it. I know things happen, and there are always obstacles coming our way that usually take our focus or concentration on the thing we are working on. But I need you guys to be strong and do everything you can to take it to the end. You need to overcome all the challenges so you can get to the destination, as this is the only way to make it happen. Personally, on many occasions I found myself changing projects or even giving up, and those were the main reasons I wasn't able to finish them, and as a result, they all failed. Having the mindset of finishing everything we start can make a big difference in our project and consequently our life. But it will only happen if you are willing to do what's required. You need to get it done. At any point, if you feel like you want to quit or move quickly to another project, always remind yourself of this message. You need to finish what you have started. This is all for today's video, and I hope you like it. Make sure you check our channel tomorrow for another great content.